Hey guys, Ancap24 coming back with the second play out of the Gunwing Trio week, and we're going to look at one setup for the PA Motion Shot. And this is going to be a cover 3 killer, and that's what we're really hoping for. This is a play that I will only call when I expect it to be cover 3. But then I'm also kind of looking at some cues in case it's not cover 3 of making sure that I have an outlet pass. I'm going to teach you that right now. Okay, so let's go ahead and pick it. And the first thing I do with this play is I'm hoping that it's cover 3, and I want to make sure that I'm on the short side of the field per se. So right now I'm on the left side because I'm going to attack to the left side with this nice blue route here. And I want to make sure that I have the best opportunity to beat this play. So let me show you the setup first. It's going to be X on a comeback, A on a out, and RB on a streak. So it's going to look like this. You want to make sure that you do try to carry out the fake as well. It's going to help you with getting certain coverages open, and I'm going to kind of teach you that as we go. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to look at right now, I'm always looking at the safeties. Right now this is screaming cover 4 because of the fact of how close the safeties are to the line of scrimmage. So in that case, against cover 4, I'm going to know that my primary target is going to be the tight end. He's really going to be the one guy that I'm going to throw to. And the way this works is if it's cover 3, I'm going to throw it to the B receiver. Every other coverage, I'm throwing it to the tight end. So the first thing I want to know is it cover 4? And in this example, it will be. So I'm going to know that I want to carry out my fake for cover 4, and I want to throw it to the tight end. Okay, so the other routes really won't be open. So what you're going to see is you're going to go ahead and carry out the fake, and you're going to be able to throw this really quickly to the tight end, and you're going to get yourself open. Okay, so that's the first thing that you want to read on this play. The second thing you want to read on this play is, say that it's I'm going to go call different coverage here. It's going to be a disguise look. Is it going to be, and I'll go ahead and I'll even base the line for you. So base the line. So right now we don't know if it's cover 2, we don't know if it's cover 3. Man coverage, with cover 4, you're still going to see that the depth of the safeties the majority of the time, so you don't have to worry about that. But right now, you don't know what the coverage is. And I kind of told you, if it's cover 3, we're going to throw it to this B. If it's cover 2 or any other coverage, we're throwing it to the A. Now, how can you tell right away? Now, I've got the player highlighted. That's your cue. Okay, see the safety right here, Church. I was kind of toggle to him right there, Church. He's going to be the guy you want to look for. Against cover 3, he's going to do 2 different options. He's either going to come up and play a hook zone, if it's a buzz. If it's a cover 3 sky, he's going to come down here and play this way. Or if it's an opposite type setup, he's going to rotate to the middle of the field and play the middle. Okay, he's only got 3 options. He's our cue. Okay, so I'm just going to reset this play just to make sure that we've got everybody in their spots, right? So right now in this situation, he's going to play the middle of the field. Now for a cover 2 situation, you're going to see that he's only got one option. And his option, whether it's cover 2 man, doesn't matter what it is, he's going to back up and he's going to go this way. All right? So he's our cue. If he goes ahead and backs up and goes this way, I'm throwing it to my tight end. His first step is back and out way. I know it's going to be tight end. I should know that right away. If it's something that he moves any other direction, if he's moving up, corner, or back this way, I know it's cover 3. I'm going for the bomb. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and try to reset this to get this guy back where he's supposed to be. Let's see if I can get back to cover 2 here. Okay, so I'm just going to kind of hike this ball, just kind of get us back to where we need to be for a real play, and I'll show you what I mean. All right, so I'm just going to dump this off, and then I'll give you a little bit better illustration as we go here. So now I'm going to go ahead and call cover 2, and I want you to watch that player. Don't watch anybody else but that player that I highlighted, and I'm going to set up the setup exactly the same way. And what I'm going to watch here is which way does he go. See how he goes backwards? I know that when he goes backwards, I'm going to go ahead and dump this off for the easy 3 to 5 to 10 yard gain depending on when you throw it to him. Okay, so I'm going to show you in instant replay what I mean by why he goes backwards. Okay, so I'm watching him right here. This is the only guy I'm watching as I'm looking at. When he goes, you see how he goes back and towards the end? You should know from his first step that it's cover 2. Right now, I know it's cover 2. It cannot be cover 3 at all. It could be cover 2 man. It could be cover 2 sink. It could be cover 2, hard 2, Tampa 2. It doesn't matter. You know that it's going to be cover 2 by his movement because of the way he does it. Cover 4 would actually stay still. And then cover 3 would move any other way. But we've already eliminated that it's not cover 4 because of the depth. So we're only looking to decipher is it cover 2 or cover 3. And as soon as he takes his steps backwards like that, I know right there. And you can see I'm going to go right where my quarterback is. I'm not even to my fake yet. So I know that this is going to be cover 2. I automatically go to this player right here, my tight end, knowing that he's my player. And I'm throwing it to him. Okay, so that's basically what we're looking at. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look at this again here. And now I'm going to show you what cover 3 looks like. And watch that player now. And what you're going to see here is the ability to throw it to this B receiver down the field. So watch him now. And watch what the player does. See how he rotates to the middle? We're going to know that it's cover 3 just by the time he rotates it. So the first steps I see, I'm looking at him to say, what is he doing? Okay, so let's go back to that here. Look at this player, and I'm really gonna, I know it's kind of an elongated video, but I want to make sure that you understand this point. If he would have went back to the right, it would have been cover 2. But since he went back to the left, I know it's cover 3 right away. It's going to be that coverage because of the fact that when you try to differentiate the difference between cover 2 and cover 3, he's going to go to the middle. The only other coverage that would kind of do this would be a cover 1, but you're going to know right away on cover 1 that everybody else is covering each other. So once you see that everybody's backing up for zone, you're going to know it's cover 3, and I know this before I even have the opportunity to throw this ball. So if you look at him right now, this is the angle that you're going to be looking at. He's going towards the middle. Right now I know it's cover 3. I've already made my decision. I'm not throwing it to the tight end. You're going to see right here that the tight end will be open if you want to throw it really quickly. But this is the player that I'm going to, and you're going to be able to throw it to him right there. Okay, so let me go ahead and show you cover 3 again. I kind of threw the bullet portion of it, the bullet throw of it. You can also throw it a little bit further down the field and kind of do the one play over the top type throw. So again, I'm looking at him and I'm going to see what does he do. Okay, he rotates in. I know it's cover 3. Oh, this guy came screaming this time. I don't know why he just beat my man so badly on that play, but let's go ahead and try it again. So again, what we're going to do is put the RB on streak, put the A on the out, put the X on the comeback. I'm going to make sure that I got my cover 3 queued up. And again, what I'm doing is I'm watching that player, and he went inside. I know it's cover 3. Now I'm going to be able to throw this ball over the top for the easy one-play touchdown. Okay, so that's really why you want this play in your arsenal, because it's a huge cover 3 killer over the top. Okay, now do you have to have the play action on this play? You don't. It's one of those plays that you can go ahead and use the extra blocking. You can go ahead and make sure that you have that ability to go ahead and read in case there is any type of blitzes that you have it. So, you can still use the same thing against the cover 3 and it's not going to affect anything. You can watch that player, and if you want that extra blocking, okay, he went inside. I know that it's cover 3, and you're going to be able to kind of throw it however you want for the easy score. Bullet pass will be the obvious easier throw, and just kind of pass lead them towards the left to make it happen. So that's basically how this play goes. I'm going to show you against a cover 2 sink, and show you exactly how this would work. And you're looking at that safety again. Let's see how he goes. Okay, he went back right. I know I'm going to throw it to this player, and I'm going to get myself nice, easy yards. Okay, that's really the dink and dunk of it. It's kind of one of those deals that you're really going to know who you're going to right away. This is cover 2 man now. It's going to be man coverage, and you're going to do the same exact thought process here. You're going to go look at that player. What does he do? He goes out. Okay, now I know I have to throw it to this A receiver, and I'm going to get myself some yards because that's really all I'm looking for. So next, guys, what I want to do is show you basically cover 3 buzz press, but I want to go ahead and flip it so that you see that this player right here, Church, is not going towards the middle. He's coming down. Like what I said before was make sure that as long as he doesn't go back right, you're throwing it to that cover 3 player. So I'm going to go ahead and do the same exact thing I was doing before where got the RB on a streak, the A on the out, the X on the comeback, and we'll go ahead, and we won't do play action this time, we'll just block to make sure we got that extra protection. And watch, as he goes down, See how he goes down? You're going to know it's cover 3. I'm going to kind of buy my time a little bit, see how open he's going to get, and you can have a nice easy score there, guys. So I just want to make sure that you understand the concept. There's really one player you're watching. It's this player here, and it's a real easy read. He goes this way, you're throwing it to the tight end. He goes any other way, you're throwing it to the B receiver. Now, the only exception is if it's in cover 4, and you should know that it's cover 4 due to the fact of where the alignment of your safeties are. But you can also see against cover 4, I'm not even going to throw it this time. I'm just going to show you that the player just stands still in cover 4. You see how he just stands still instead of going backwards at first, and that way you have that ability to go ahead and attack him the way you want to. So cover 4 is actually going to be dumped off to the tight end the majority of the time as well, but you're going to know that from the onset, like we showed you in the beginning of the video, guys. So appreciate you watching this. We'll come back with another play here shortly with Gunwing Trio.